If you're thinking about changing schools, why wait? At Manhattan University, love those guys. You don't have to start over. With transfer-friendly pathways, your credits count, and you keep moving forward. From day one, you're part of Jasper Nation, preparing for the real world. And with New York City just a train away, opportunity is everywhere. Ready to move forward without missing a step? Visit manhattan.edu/transfer and enroll today. Manhattan University. Don't start over. Move forward.
Excuse me! Taxi!
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
And we are back here on Cats and Cosby. Well, joining us is our favorite breaking news investigative journalist, founder of Just the News, the great John Solomon. John, what do you got?
Happened in the Oval Office a few minutes ago. The President of the United States signed a legislation passed by the Senate and the House that ends the little mini shutdown we had the last couple of days, funds federal agencies. All but one agency is now fully funded for the remainder of the year. The only one that's in doubt, it's been kicked down the can 2 weeks, is Homeland Security. That is an interesting situation because Democrats want to use that to exact some more concessions out of the Trump administration for ICE, but they may have a lot of lost leverage. Why? Because in an earlier bill that passed with bipartisan support late last year, ICE is already funded for the next 5 years. Its funding is determined. So even if Homeland shuts down, ICE will continue to operate. That takes a lot of leverage away from Democrats in the negotiations. Meanwhile, another black eye for journalism this time, the Wall Street Journal, owned by Rupert Murdoch's company. They had a story Monday suggesting that there was a whistleblower complaint that was being covered up that accused Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard of serious wrongdoing, but it was so classified, nobody could talk about it, but that Gabbard was stonewalling. Well, there was just a little problem with that story. It turns out that the Biden era Inspector General for the Intelligence Committee, somebody who's a holdover from Joe Biden's era, looked at these allegations and concluded they were not credible. Big, important fact that didn't get the proper attention in the story. That story has been debunked by...
well, thank you for breaking it on WABC.
Once more, another example of this. So those are the big ones right now. We'll see what else.
See, nobody from Homeland Security is going to be mad at you anymore.
Not anymore. They never are. How could anybody be mad at me? But go ahead. Really. Never, ever. I'm too nice, right, John?
Absolutely.
Walk us through also some of the changes that are going on with ICE. We know that Nome is directing body camera, right, on all the Minneapolis officers. Talk about some of the changes that might be happening.
It's important. That funding was put in the bill last year, the one that funded ICE, so it was in process. It's a good confidence builder. By the way, a lot of times when an officer is wearing a body camera, it comes to the benefit of the officer because someone will take a shot far away on the camera and you think you see everything, but there's nothing like being right in the officer zone to know what's going on. So this is a protection for both officers and civilians who encounter them. It's a common sense technology. It's available in most law enforcement departments and deployed in most law enforcement. ICE hasn't done it. It's going to be mandatory right away for ICE in Minneapolis, and soon it will be nationwide. That's a really big one. The second one is working on some backroom deals so that when a sanctuary city like Minneapolis has an illegal alien in their custody because they committed a crime, ICE doesn't have to wait and try to catch them when they're let back out in the street. They can pick them up at the prison so that there's less public risk to all people involved. That is something that Tom Homan is trying to negotiate. Now, if they don't get that sort of a negotiation behind the scenes, the Justice Department is investigating whether or not a city that holds a illegal alien who's on charges and lawfully should be turned over to the government under the supremacy clause of the Constitution. If they refuse to do so, are they obstructing justice or harboring a fugitive? So they're going to play nice first, but if they don't get nice, I think it gets rough and tumble in the courts, and that could be a real issue for all sanctuary states.
Wow, that's breaking news too.
That's a verb, John. That's absolutely terrific. That's exactly what they should be doing.
Yeah. It's interesting to watch. I had Harmeet Dillon, the Assistant Attorney General for Civil Rights, and she's involved in so many of these big cases. The church invasion from a couple of weeks ago, the voter roll cleanup that's being forced finally now after years of dirty voter rolls. And she said something very profound. a lot of the laws that the Democrats put on the books over the years, whether it was civil rights laws for elections and voting rights, they apply now more than ever to the very issues that are going on. And we're going to leverage those laws, she said, and Democrats are going to realize that they have to live under the laws that they themselves passed and touted. And I think you're going to see a boomerang coming out of the Justice Department. Democratic laws, talking points, the things that Democrats cherish are going to be the things that liberals are going to be prosecuted and sued under over the next few months. You've seen that already. Don Lemon charged under the Ku Klux Klan Act. These voter states under the Voting Rights Act of 1960, famous legislation for, or 64, famous legislation of the LBJ Kennedy era. They're literally turning the tables on the Democrats' own playbook.
Wow. Lots
John
of stuff.
Solomon, thank you so much for everything. You deliver the truth to the American people every day. Thank you so much. And let's catch up again soon.
We love having you back, John. Thank you.
Good to be on. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
If you're thinking about changing schools, why wait? At Manhattan University, love those guys. You don't have to start over. With transfer-friendly pathways, your credits count, and you keep moving forward. From day one, you're part of Jasper Nation, preparing for the real world. And with New York City just a train away, opportunity is everywhere. Ready to move forward without missing a step? Visit manhattan.edu/transfer and enroll today. Manhattan University. Don't start over, move forward.